Broadband over power line is yet another internet connection scheme being tested in a few locations, this one near Raleigh, North Carolina. Unlike DSL and cable modems, BPL uses radio signals to connect the internet right to the electrical power lines, and the lines become a giant antenna. It's not supposed to affect any other communication service. You be the judge. This is the BPL signal from Progress Energy. It was monitored in one of the most popular amateur radio bands on May 8, 2004. The mobile monitoring station used a typical ham radio receiver and a mobile antenna mounted on a late model sedan. Here's a routine ham radio conversation received when the monitoring station was outside the BPL coverage area. The signal is easily understandable.
Thank you. It's tough conditions, and I'll be net control next week. SW85 QPZ.
Now, listen for the change when the monitoring station approaches the power lines carrying BPL. The BPL signal makes it almost impossible for federally licensed amateur radio stations operating nearby to contact other stations. Listen again. Ham radio without BPL.
The differences in the noise rejection versus what we got here.
Ham radio with BPL. But BPL not only disrupts amateur radio frequencies, it can interfere with the entire shortwave spectrum, from just above the AM radio broadcast band to nearly the FM radio band, blanketing most of the worldwide shortwave frequencies in between. Listen to the news from Radio Netherlands.
From studios in Hilversum, Holland, this is the Dutch International Service Radio Netherlands.
Now, listen to what happens to the signal when the mobile monitoring station approaches the power line.
The southern city of two Iraqis were killed and injured. Clashes between U.S. soldiers and local militia. Fighting has again broken out in the city of Kabbalah, where 8 Iraqis were killed.
BPL implementation is on the fast track in the United States, even though the ARRL and more than 1,000 individuals, government agencies, and organizations have filed comments with the FCC in an attempt to prevent the interference. But despite the opposition, at the Federal Communications Commission, BPL is on the agenda and moving toward implementation. FCC Chairman Michael Powell and Commissioner Kevin Martin visited a BPL test site in Virginia and are enthusiastic advocates. President Bush, speaking in Minneapolis on April 26th, raised the stakes. He made broadband a political promise in an election year.
Clear out the underbrush of regulation, and we'll get the spread of broadband technology, and America will be better for it.
Everywhere, he said, by the year 2007. And unless Congress intervenes, the FCC is likely to launch BPL as is, interference and all.